Okay, so in keeping with my Luke Newton reading I did with the Celtic Cross last night, I thought I would check in on Jake. Now, I do find Jake's energy quite tough, but I just wanted to have a look out of my own curiosity because he didn't feature in my Nicola reading prominently this week, and people are like, how can you not have Jake in her reading if he's her boyfriend? I'm like, okay, sure, Jan. We'll play this game, but we'll have a look at Jake. Now, for the underlying energy, the first card that came out is Jake. Like, it's crazy. Right, so this is him, the Page of Coins. So he is ambitious, he's setting his goals, he works hard, faithful. I'm not being biased, don't be biased, zombie girl. Okay, but this is him, like, so he's busy networking, as we can see on the events that Nicola takes him to. He is the Page is like a young person who's very goal oriented, very focused on money, very focused on getting their work, is ambitious. This is where he wants to go. This is Jake all over. So yeah, I'm pleased that that's come out as the first energy. Right, so for the present then, we have, let's have a look, what is Jake's present situation? This is what's going on, this is what's happening for Jake at the minute. Oh god, first out, the devil. All right, in reverse, unhealthy patterns. Oh, Jakey. Okay, physical or emotional abuse, negative karmic connections, toxic energetic implants, codependency. Oof. Where do I start? I think that at the minute Jake is feeling a lot of pressure to reveal the truth about himself. This is just my opinion. I will not say anything in this reading that is disparaging or any implication of anything in this reading, because I'm just going to be reading the cards as if he was sat opposite me now, okay? But I think he's stuck in a situation in the minute that he cannot get out of. He wants to be able to say his truth but something is holding him back from that. He's in a negative karmic situation. I feel like he's been going through this his whole life. It's not just now, but things are, because with social media, and then the person that he is most greatly associated with is so famous, that he is stuck in this kind of cycle at the moment. The codependency word is sticking out to me. Yeah, this codependency that he might have on another person or a few people in his life that he is relying on to achieve things for him without him putting in any effort himself, if that makes sense. Even though he's industrious and he is ambitious, he's working hard, but I think he's using the wrong people to do that. That's just my opinion. Okay, so you've got unhealthy patterns as well underneath the devil. So he's kind of stuck in these unhealthy patterns at the moment. Right, so his challenge then, this card represents the immediate challenge or problem facing him. Okay, let's see what challenges are facing Jake. Then the Ten of Wands, okay. So heavy loads, okay. Brink of collapse, responsibilities, over the limit, overwhelmed, almost there, done. Wow. I mean, to get these two cards together, I've got chills up my arms again. I know, Spirit, you're gonna have to just take a step back for me a moment. My arms are tingling. Okay, yeah. I kind of feeling, because I'm an empath as well, I'm normally, yeah, you know why I haven't been very fair to Jake. I've been calling him sneaky cheeky because, yeah, I don't really trust kid. But I do have empathy with people who are going through certain situations in their life, and his challenge really is this heavy load. He's feeling overwhelmed, like I just said. He's overloaded. He's done with the narrative that is being painted for him. it's coming to a head as well. I feel attention is coming from all sides, and I think honestly the truth is going to be revealed to the public shortly, whether good or bad, and how people take it. But that almost there, you know, you can feel, you can see the lady in the card has got the, you know, water canister on her head. She's got the basket. She's carrying a lot. So his challenge is that and I think, like I just said, he's been carrying this for most of his life. If you watch the music video, I don't know what it is. I can't remember the name of it now off the top of my head, but that gives a really good insight. And I know he's only acting in it, but honestly, I feel like it comes from a place of familiarity and dealing with his own parents, you know? Okay, so this is a chat. He's very, very heavily burdened. I kind of feel sorry for him. All right, so the past. So number 3, this card represents the events that have happened in the past, present situation, and might some indication of how the challenge came about. So what was going on in his past then to affect his present? Let's have a look. The 9 of Swords. Oh, guys, this is so heavy. I hope it's not putting you off, if you just stick with it. Okay, we've got regret, emotional baggage, past life trauma. The 9 of Swords is in reverse, by the way. Emotional angst, unresolved issues. Oh my god, I mean, how much more clarity can I get from a reading? Yeah, like I just said, he's got so much, I think, that he hasn't dealt with in his life. I can see, like, you've got the trauma to heal, intense feelings. Like I was just saying about the article that came with that video. I think there might be some father issues here. Emotional baggage, regret. Yes, there's something in his past to do with who he is that is affecting his future. Like, he's still at the age of 24, not able to be himself, whoever that might be to him, and things in the past are affecting his present and his future. So it's very heavy. And again, I'm feeling a lot more empathy than usual for the kid. Okay, even though he's a bit of a he's a bit sneaky, he's a bit opportunist, he has got some baggage in the past. Okay, right, so for the future then, okay, this card represents what's likely to occur in the next few months. It's not the final outcome. It is just, you know, something that's coming up. So we'll have a look. Okay, what is it? The King of Wands in reverse. Okay, it's a lot of reversals, Jake. I shuffled and split the deck again a few times. Okay, lacks energy or experience. Yeah, the King of Wands. Controlling, tyrannical, ruthless, boorish. Ooh. Okay. I think the next few months are going to be a bit unpredictable for Jake when the truth is revealed. It's a shame for him. I think he's worried about the message that his truth will have on the public, but it's up and down. It's kind of these up and down waters. Lacks energy. And the experience, definitely. I think without Nicola, if she decides to pull back or remove herself, or Luke puts his foot down a bit more, then he's going to have trouble making it on his own. He's come this far, but she has given him that recognition and networking and connections and things like that. He can be quite ruthless though. So, like I've just said, that's the energy I get from him sometimes. So I think he actually lacks the problem with him is he wants everything now. He wants to be where Nicola is now, even though she's 37, has taken her hard graft to get to this point. It doesn't just happen overnight. You know, he's got to be an unemployed actor. He's got to do the things that actors do when they're out of work, and get himself to auditions, get himself recognised, not for just being associated with Nicola Coughlan. You know, that this is what he's got to do. Right, so above. Right, this card reflects the person's goal, aspiration, or best outcome. So this is what they are working towards. So this is what they would like, really, in their, this is their sort of goals. Let's have a look. What it is. The Page of Cups. So he's coming out as a page again. Okay. So youthful dreamer, idealist, naive, psychic, inner voice, love offer, romance. Okay. I think with this card, he does, yeah. I don't want to speculate on his romances, but he's obviously got a friendship with Doug, hasn't he? And it's interesting that somebody in this card is playing music. Music is the food of love, as they say, and I think, is Doug sort of connected with music in a way? Or am I just reaching? Or there seems to be a lot of music shared between them on Instagram and stuff. But but I think in his future, he wants prosperity. He wants a love offer. He wants his romance. He wants to be artistic. He wants, basically this is, everything that he wants in life. Who doesn't? He wants that security, romance, being accepted by others. He wants his artistic pursuits. He might be a bit musical. I don't know. Is he musical? I mean, he was in that music video. So this is a normal thing to have, and it's very youthful, kind of optimistic, naive kind of wishes, really, of someone I would expect from his age, And okay, then below, right, this card reflects what it is within its subconscious. Interesting what I got for Luke's card yesterday, which is the Two of Cups. That was living in his subconscious. So just Luke overall, that's just him. So this is what Jake might not be aware of this, but this is underlying feelings, and it's in the inner self. Let's have a look now. What's in his inner? Temperance, balance, and it's upright. Okay, so perfecting balance, a union of opposites, moderation, purposeful harmony, tranquil, patience, balance. Yeah, I feel that all he wants to is be able to say who he is, have everybody accept him, and also have his career and his life as well. I mean, this is a normal thing. It's nothing, it's too out of reach here. He just wants this perfect balance. He wants to be a working actor. He wants to have his relationship. He wants to be honest with himself. He wants, he just wants that tranquility and peace in his life, the harmony, who he is. But I think from the Sign of Swords in his past, which is affecting his present, then which is also affecting his future, this is where things might not be as in balance at the moment. But this is what his subconscious is telling him. He wants everything to be in harmony. And again, who doesn't, Right, so advice from Spirit then. This is, this card is to address current challenges. So what advice would we give Jake with card number 7? What would we find? Oh, the Hangman. You know what? And he often presents as the Hangman in readings that I get. The Hangman. All right. Okay. So new perspective. Interesting. Really interesting. Awakening. Surrender. Epiphany. Release. Let go. Yeah. So the advice from Spirit is exactly what I thought it should be. I can't get over how accurate this Celtic Cross reading has been for Luke and for Jake at the moment. I mean, it's honestly astonishing. He needs to release this to be able to move on. And Spirit is telling him, once you release all the karmic past trauma, certain things, be who you are, yield, just let it all go. I think that's what they're pushing him to do, even though it might seem scary and a harsh thing to do, and he might get some negativity. I think in the long run, when he looks at this, he'll have this new perspective on his life, his relationships, his work, then it's going to be the best thing for him. So they're telling him, Spirit is literally telling him to let go. Just be yourself, be free, from the chains that bind you, basically. Right, so number 8 then. This card highlights the people, energies, or events that will affect the outcome of the question. Right, so what is going to affect Jake then? Maybe prevent him. What's happening around him? Who are these people? Oh, again, not a tarot card. Right, the solar eclipse. Okay, timing about 6 months. Ooh, all right. Find your inner truth. Catalyst for change, transformation, cosmic triggers, new beginning. I have no idea when a solar eclipse is coming. I think we've had one recently. Is there another one coming? Somebody's going to have to go. Maybe I'll Google this after the video and find out. But are we not going to find out about Jake's truth for another 6 months? Or the people around him not going to find out about him for another 6 months? Fine. But again, all these cards have been about finding his truth, finding the catalyst for change, transformation. So there's definitely this theme here going on for Jake. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. I haven't seen the card. I deal blind. I put the cards down. As you can see, I don't know what's going to come out. But it's all about this truth, embracing change, new beginnings for him. And then whether we're going to find out about this. I mean, I think 6 months seems a bit of a long time, but who knows? This is just what the cards are telling me. And it might be, I mean, people can speculate on certain things, but he might not be ready to actually say his own truth and, for 6 months. This complete new change is going to be within him. I mean, we'll see. And okay, so number 9, this is his hopes and fears. Right, so his hopes and fears then, they are sometimes intertwined. So he's hopeful that this could happen and also afraid of this happening. So let's see what it is. The King of Coins. Okay. Strong sense of self-worth, financially stable. Yeah, definitely. Hardworking, dependable, successful, grounded, abundant. Okay. He wants this. Again, it's very similar to this page of cups, but really this King of Coins is who he inspires to be. He wants to be in this mode. It's almost Emperor, isn't it? But not quite. But again, it's involved with money. I really feel that him, unfortunately, whether fortunately or fortunately not, he is a very material person. He thinks that financial security will top off his life, and possibly will, but there's other things in life as well. But he wants to be, this is his hopes and fears as well. I'm not sure why he fears it. Maybe the challenge is it seems a long way off. It seems quite unobtainable at the minute, but really ultimately what he wants is to be successful and have a lot of money. And you can blame the kid again, who can blame the kid? But it's about how he goes about it, so there's a lot of coins in the reading. At the minute, this is who he is, this page of coins right at the beginning, but he wants to be this one. Really, really interesting. Okay, and then number 10, what have we got? The outcome. This card is the representative of where the situation is headed and if the issue will be resolved. So, I mean, this is the final outcome for him at the moment. Quite nervous. Let's see what it is. The 7 of Wands. Okay. Right. We say to, sorry, they're kind of hard to read when I'm not, what does that say? Worth fighting for. Ooh, okay. I mean, that's definitely be the theme, isn't it? Him, yeah. Making a stand, face it head on. It's my life. Oh, interesting. Don't back down. Hate is gonna hate. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, you guys. Liberty, yes. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, okay. He's going to do this. He's going to tell his truth. Eventually, like, Spirit is pushing him towards us with this hanged man down here at the bottom. And all of this reading is being about him speaking his truth. I mean, again, if I'm, this is just a Celtic cross. This is Jake's energy. I've got his picture up in front of me on the computer, and I've got his date of birth as well. I know he's an Aquarius, so I've connected to his energy, and this is what he wants to tell me. Like, guys, you know, even though there's a bit of romance in here, there's no, like, lovers here. There's no Two of Cups. There's no really romance cards at the moment that would include Nicola. Just so I can play in devil's advocate here. There's no, I mean, he wants romance, but she's not on the table, right? So I'm just trying to make that clear at the minute. I mean, this is his current energy, and it's all about, you've listened to the reading, it's all about him telling the truth. The Seven of Wands. I think he is going to do it. This is the final outcome. Hate is going to hate. I find that so funny because they are. The J. Coles, sorry guys, you are going to not like this. You're just not. It's his life. He's not going to be backing down. He's going to get liberty out of this when he tells his truth. He has got to deal with his past life trauma, family issues, which at the minute is affecting his present and his near future. So he's looking for balance. He's very money orientated, very career focused. This is Jake all over. I mean, to me, Spirit's come in really strong in this reading. Has just absolutely smashed him. I wish him the best. I don't dislike him. I've had some trouble with his actions in the past. Whether, Nick has a good capacity to, I think she's a great judge of character. If she trusts him, he's her friend, he's not ours. I think there was some betrayal in the past, but whether it looks like they've overcome it now, but he needs to stand on his own 2 feet. He can't rely on her. She doesn't have the continued time and energy for him, unfortunately. He's got to make his own way, and I think he will. But he's got to tell all these cards here about him telling the truth. And I think once that happens, then he'll be, at the minute, the fandom that he's not really a part of, it's like chains around his neck. I keep saying, I saw an image of, like, in my mind, and when you chain somebody and throw them in the bottom of the ocean and they're like writhing about, and it's got like the anvil is going down to the bottom and they can't. This is what Jake is like in my mind. He needs to let go of it, break free, surface the water. And yeah, in the card as well, we've got these, I think they're falcons. So once he makes this decision, he'll be soaring high, So yeah, okay. I hope you enjoyed it and that made sense. And I'm actually really enjoying these Celtic cross readings because, like, the question is there for me and the cards are answering it. So instead of me just like shuffling and then interpreting, Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it and have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.